So here we have the Onosecond. So this is a DIY pedal build from a company called JezPeds. I've done about 4 or 5 of them, this one being the hardest one by far. I think there's about 159 components in this. 2 of them being surface mount components. So those are super small ones that go straight onto the PCB, hence the name surface mount, rather than through the through hole type style ones that I'm used to doing. So this was a challenge to do. That's why I picked it though. You want to be getting better, right? It's quite a high gain pedal. It's cloned from BEOD Deluxe, as I said. So yeah, it's built for kind of heavy rock and metal, that type of thing. So that's what I use it for. So this took a long time to build. I took a time lapse of absolutely everything, so you can see it all there. The time lapse is about 7 or 8 minutes long. So if you don't want to sit through that, I'll put a link somewhere where you can click and just go straight to how it sounds. But yeah, here we go. guitar pedal. And we have a pedal. Nice. Oh, that's it. There we go. So that took a while. That was a long enough time lapse. In real time, it was hours and hours and hours. I can't even remember really how long it took, but it was a lot of fun to put together. And at the end, I'm actually quite happy with the sound. I'm quite pleasantly surprised. The DIY pedals that I build, I don't usually expect that they'll end up in my main rotation of pedals that I use. But this one might. It's pretty good. I don't play the high gain thing often, but when I do, I can genuinely see myself reaching for it. Like I said, it's modeled off the Friedman BEOD Deluxe. I don't have one to compare it to, so I don't know how close it gets. But either way, I'm pretty happy with how it sounds. What you're going to hear next is a little bit of music I put together that written to kind of complement what the pedal does. It's kind of like a hard rock, sort of shreddy thing. This tone that it's based off of, the kind of bass tone is this. So that's the amp. It's pretty clean. It will break up a little bit if you hit it hard, but it's pretty much entirely clean. So almost all the gain that you hear is from the pedal. Got it set up with two channels. The rhythm channel being not quite as gainy, but still, still a fair bit of gain there, but not quite as much as the lead that does. And the EQ for the rhythm is quite different as well. The mids are kind of scooped out a little bit, but not too much. And yeah, I've taken down the treble and presence a bit more. The lead channel in channel 2 of the pedal is the opposite of that. I've got quite a bit more gain, although there's still loads left in the pedal. And the mids bumped a little bit, and then the treble and presence there to give it some cut. Both rhythm and lead have cut the bass quite a lot, so it doesn't get too roomy. I find that's something that's quite useful. The pedal also has a tight control, which I found really useful as well to control that same low end. So that's it. Thank you very much for sticking with it. I will leave you with a bit of hard rock.